Hi Libra, welcome to your mid-February general love reading. This is your girl Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general love reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Libra. This is a general reading, so please keep that in mind to only take the messages that resonate with you and leave what doesn't for someone else who needs to hear this message. Hi Cross Watchers, you're very welcome here if you're interested in a Libra. Who wouldn't be? I like to remind Libra and Cross Watchers that energy is fluid, so this means you are more than welcome to flip the roles should you feel that resonates with your specific situation the best. Alright Libra, let's go ahead and clear the energy to begin this reading so we can see what Spirit wants to bring in, any messages that could give you clarity, insight, healing, guidance in regards to your love life at this time. So let's jump in. All right, so let's jump right on in and see who wants to come through for your reading. And with this reading, Libra, I am tuning into an energy that's in or around your energetic field of someone that has romantic feelings or intentions towards you right now in this moment, whether you are single, you're together, whether you are in separation, whether you are talking and engaging with this person. Maybe it's a secret admirer. Let's go ahead and see who wants to come through for your love reading and what messages Spirit has for them. Okay. So here we go, we have unavailable, and it says this person is unable to give all you deserve. I feel as if this has been something that you've been feeling for a really long time, but there's something in February that made it the final straw. Maybe they canceled out on Valentine's Day plans, maybe they never messaged you. It feels as if this person's flaky, it feels as if this person isn't there for you, Libra, emotionally. Maybe they're there for you physically when it's on their time, but it's not in the way that you want to be engaged in a romantic connection. There's something that I just feel this was it. I don't know. Some sort of ghosting. Maybe it was some sort of just not following through. Maybe it was just something they canceled on, bailed you out on, that you're really, really excited for. And then we have support. And it says, lean on your inner circle during this time. So maybe Libra, I wonder for some of you guys if there was someone that ended things with you and the way they ended it just hurt you, the way they ended it didn't make sense. And I feel that you guys have been calling your friends, calling your family members to get some more insight into it because what they were telling you just didn't seem right. So I feel as if your inner circle wants to support you through this because it was something where I feel for some of you kind of devastated you, whether it was realizing the truth after kind of, I wouldn't say ignoring it, but just giving them the benefit of the doubt for too long. I also want you to know, Libra, that your spiritual team, your angels, your ancestors, your spirit guides want to help you better understand this connection between the two of you that I feel some of you still have a lot of questions about. So I hope that this reading, guiding you to this, could kind of answer some of those questions that you still don't understand. The letter S is sticking out to me very strongly, as in Sean, as in Samantha. First, middle, last initial could mean something to someone. I'm also hearing two S's. That could just be confirmation for a few of you about who I'm talking about. Let's continue. Ooh, now we have abundance. You know, Libra, I wonder, for some of you, I don't know what time frame you're in, if you're just going through this loss right now. I don't feel as if you guys understand that this could end up being a blessing in disguise. Maybe there was just someone that was leeching onto your energy, taking from your energy and blocking new romantic opportunities that would make you feel so much more appreciated, so much more cared after, so much more supported. So I feel as if, Libra, if some of you are still struggling trying to figure out why it ended, why they couldn't be there for you, you guys are out of alignment, first of all. Second of all, I feel as if maybe Spirit had to have a hand in getting this person to be removed from your life because the lessons were learned, the contract was fulfilled on your end, but something was still holding on to this for too long, whether it was their own need for you, whether it was their own desire for you, but Spirit saw that it wasn't right for you. So this abundance card is a beautiful thing to see. It says, keep a positive mindset, manifest exactly what you want, gratitude and bliss. So yeah, if you guys really are going through that tough time right now, even maybe for some of you, if it's not on a grand scale of it being, you know, something where you thought it was going to be boyfriend, girlfriend type material, it could have just been, you thought there was just something more special about this newer person that you were talking to for the last few weeks, few months that you were really hoping was going to be that new connection you could talk about and be excited about. But maybe Spirit put it to an end before it got too far where it would have just ended up wasting your time. I do want to say, Libra, with this abundance card, I still feel there's interest in you. I still feel whether this person could give it to you or not, there are still people who see you in public and stare at you and want to know who you are and wondering that if you're single. And I feel if some of you guys are going to start to go out with your friends a bit more, have invitations to go out a bit, I think you're going to get more attention than you're expecting. So I would definitely take up on any offers of dates, of events, of parties, anything like that, because I think you're really going to see that even if this person, the unavailable person, couldn't give it to you, there's a bunch of people who would. And I think you're starting to be more open to that idea and moving on from the unavailable person that maybe you were kind of fixated on for a bit too long. Let's keep going. What does this person want to tell you? An energy around you, whether this is new or old. Ooh, being apart has been being apart has been life-changing for me. So for some of you guys, yeah, I feel that this unavailable person, they kind of took this connection they had with you a bit for granted. You were someone that would always follow through. You were someone that was exciting to be around. You were someone that they were very strongly attracted to. But, you know, for someone here, especially with the unavailable, there was some sort of commitment issues, whether they didn't want to be in an exclusive relationship, whether there was work situations that made them so they couldn't be dedicated solely to love. But I do feel that now that you guys aren't talking, or now that one of you's pulled away, both of you eventually pulled away from one another, they're really starting to see how much you really did affect their life. But that's a bit too late, right? That's how I'm feeling for a lot of you. And I think that this person's really starting to see that they took you for granted. Especially with this abundance card. If you guys are in the time frame where, you know, you've healed from this, or you started to let go more of this now than you did a few weeks ago, a few months ago, I feel as if you guys have been glowing. You guys have been living your best life. You've learned a lot from this situation about what your worth is, what your value is, who is worthy of your time and energy and who isn't, per se. And it's not in a cocky way. It's not in a I'm above others way. But yeah, I think we all need to recognize the value of our time, of our energy, of our happiness. And when someone can't really give that back to us, when is it okay to say that this is enough? And so Libra, whether you were the person to end it or they were, I do feel as if this is giving you both a very valuable lesson here. I want to see why they're still coming through in your reading now. So let's dive into it. Eight of Cups in reverse. This is how they feel about you. Pisces energy. They wish they didn't leave. They want to come back. They have feelings still very much directed at you. They regret walking away if they did walk away. For others of you, they're hoping that this really isn't the end of it, even if some time has gone by. A few months have gone by. They're really still hoping that this will not be the deal breaker between the two of you. But with the Eight of Cups in reverse of how they feel about you, yeah, there's big regrets here. Big regrets thinking that the grass was greener on the other side. That's how it feels for some of you. Okay, I'm going to get through the whole reading, or I'm going to get all the cards up first, and then we'll go through with the reading. Ooh, Libra. You know, it's so interesting that they really had deeper feelings for you than what they wanted. And I think with the unavailable, they pushed you away instead of actually confronting those feelings, instead of diving deep into those feelings. But they dug themselves a hole now with you. And they realize that for sure. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the High Priestess. Pisces energy, Cancer energy for me as a reader. You could be dealing with one of those signs. Those signs could be strongly in your chart. Does not have to be the case. The High Priestess to me here feels like a bunch of secrets. And that doesn't mean there has to be, you know, third-party situations per se, but it may feel as if someone just did not want to be open. Someone just did not want to trust. They kept a lot of information to themselves. They always had their cards up with you. It was almost as if you felt like you could never get this person to open up. And a lot of you with this High Priestess card, it led to an awakening in a lot of ways. And Spirit, through this person, made you kind of realize love in a higher level of a perspective than what you saw before. I do feel as if for a few of you, you got into tarot, you got into the metaphysical world because of this connection and trying to understand it. But man, yeah, this person, you know, getting any information out of them was like pulling teeth. They just would not budge, it feels. So it left you to kind of sit with your feelings, sit with your intuition. And although you still felt that pull between the two of you that was strong, definitely a psychic connection between the two of you, whether this person liked it or not, you definitely always could pick up on what this person was feeling. The frustrating thing is that they wouldn't say it. But with this High Priestess card, I do feel as if you had to unlock something, a stronger voice within you, a stronger guidance, a stronger compass is what I'm hearing. I don't know why I'm seeing a compass, but for you to better navigate, you know, despite your feelings for someone, despite what you hope for in a connection, what is the reality of it? Because we can rely on our feelings for so long, but if someone's not willing to meet us halfway, how long are we going to wait? So Libra, I do feel that for this, you and this person, the main basis of this was just always trying to figure out what this person's intentions are, figure out what this person means by when they say something, figure out when they didn't follow through on things. They just weren't upfront people. And I feel that that is kind of what really ultimately pushed you away, or by the fact that they just ran one day, you let them run. You know, you're tired of chasing, you're tired of trying to engage with it. But it really has taught you so much. And I think a lot of you do realize that. Yeah, I feel a lot of you have, since this has ended, or from the beginning of this connection, have looked into karmic connections, soulmate connections, twin flames, whether you identified this connection as to be any of those things, you are diving deep to get a better understanding of it. And there has been some sort of upgrade within you spiritually, consciously, that this connection put you in. All right. And you know, too, if this has been a separation for a while with the High Priestess, they still feel a strong attraction to you, and they don't know why. They don't know why it was so much easier to walk away from other romantic suitors than it was from you. And there's still a mysteriousness to you, Libra, that they still can't figure out. Especially in the silence between the two of you. They do find themselves wondering what you've been up to, how you've been doing. So let's get into it. How they feel about you, 8 of Cups in reverse. They feel like they want to come back. They feel like they left things unsaid. They left things that weren't fair to you. And they know or feel as if the best thing they could do from this is to explain themselves. I do feel with this 8 of Cups in reverse, they feel guilty for not being available to you, for not treating you the way you deserve to be treated. And again, I'm not feeling, abusive energy per se. I'm feeling more aloof, detached, a little bit self-centered energy. And I think that person felt comfortable being within that energy, so they didn't have to become vulnerable. If you were the one to walk away, if you were the one to just leave it all because, again, it just wasn't worth trying anymore, they're hoping and feeling like there's a chance of you coming back for whatever reason. Maybe because this has been an on again, off again thing between the two of you for a while. Because what they think of this connection is the Hierophant. Yes, in a lot of tarot readings, this could indicate relationship commitment. To be honest, what I feel more about this is the lessons that have stuck with them through meeting you and through having this connection with you. I do feel, Libra, just as you were kind of catapulted into a higher perspective and understanding about yourself, about what you want in love and romance, about your value in it all. This really taught them lessons about what happens when you really aren't there for people, when you don't follow through, when you play the flaky game. You're going to be alone pretty soon. When you only have to rely on yourself, when you only care about yourself. And so I feel, Libra, maybe what you don't know about this person and what they're going through right now is that they're starting to do research. They're going to people who they trust, people who they respect their opinions and ideas about. And I do feel as if they describe this connection with other people. They have kind of described what they feel as if what was so special about you, what they had with you. They're trying to get advice. They're trying to get some information. They should really be asking you, but, because of everything that's happened and maybe because they see that you're doing very well, they don't want to disrupt that. Or they're, again, afraid of that you just leave them on red and not want to follow through on any further conversation. So with this Hierophant card here, they think that they really have become more aware of their behaviors, of how they treat people, of how this whole connection with you has really made them understand that they could do better and they could be better, and how much happier they would have been if they would have been more dedicated, loyal, if they were more of a partner to you. I do have to say, despite what I think about this whole relationship thing that this card could associate with, I do feel as if they were never committal, maybe they, got out of a really long-term relationship that they said they didn't want to be in something that deep again. Out of anyone they met within the last few years, you were the one to stand out the most. You were the one that definitely they still ponder, I could have had a relationship with Libra and I could have been happy. Definitely. If they are religious or if they came from a religious background, they definitely ask whoever they worship in whatever way they worship for more clarity on this with you. But with this support card too, yeah, I definitely feel whether it's you or them or both of you, this person is also definitely going to other people to ask what they should do about this, if they should stay silent or if they should reach out. Family members, friends, people that they highly respect. What they like the most about you, Libra, is the Seven of Cups. Interesting, Scorpio energy. So with this card here, what they like the most about you, I feel as if you have a lot of variety in your life and you like to keep it that way. You don't like to be in the same job for too long. You don't like to be in the same, mundane day-to-day lifestyle for too long. You like to experience, you like to dive in deeply into meeting new people, into experiencing new events, new communities, I don't know, you're that type of person who's very open, and they see that within you. You're the type of person that can be friends with anyone. If you were in high school, you were friends with the most popular person, you were friends with the not so popular people, but you like to have variety in your life. And I feel with the Seven of Cups energy too, that you're someone that likes to try anything at least once. You don't ever want to say that you didn't try something that could have been missed out on. So you're a little spontaneous in a lot of ways. They do find you almost, for some, I don't know why I'm picking up on this, but almost to be lucky in a lot of ways. You get a lot of opportunities coming in that some people work very, very hard for, and I'm sure you do too, right? I'm just saying they view this as just you're someone that jumps into situations that are things that people would work very hard and still not get the opportunity of. I do feel you have a certain charm to you that can confront or that can face any sort of person or situation and make it work. And that's something that they've always admired. You're easygoing, easy flowing. And maybe that's where they may have mistakenly thought that they could take this a little bit easier and not so seriously, I guess. Because you're so easygoing. Maybe you're more type B energy, which is me all the way, for some of you. But others of you, yeah, you just don't like to stay in the same mundane, and you like to try new things. And it was exciting. I'm hearing it was always like being in an adventure with you. Almost as if you guys would have plans going out to a certain restaurant, going to the movies, and then end up at, I don't know, someone's house party or some place you'd go to that they never thought they would end up in at the end of the night. Again, with the High Priestess and the Seven of Cups, there's a mystery about you that they can't figure out, but they're intrigued by it. They always have been. What they don't like about you is the Five of Swords, Aquarius energy. So Libra, as easygoing, as flowing as you are, there does come a point where I feel for some of you, a button gets pushed a bit too much. And your words can be a bit cutting. I don't think you ever mean to be that way, but for some of you, when it gets to a point where someone annoys you, when they do something that disrupts your boundaries for too long, you call them out. And I think you roast people, not just, in a way that, I don't know, for some reason this person thinks you definitely have the capability, and maybe you have before roasted this person and read them to filth in a lot of ways. And some of the words you've said to them has stuck with them. And I feel it's because it's the truth. There are 2 5s here. Your birthday could be October 5th, October 15th, perhaps September 25th for some of you. You could be seeing a lot of 5s. That Spirit's sending your way about this. And if you are seeing a lot of 5s, again, it's indicating how much this separation from you has been changing them, just reflecting on it. And yeah, I think their ego was a little bit hurt by maybe you sent a final message that they still reread or that they still think about. That was a bit cutting, but it was how you were feeling at that moment. You have definitely been in some fights with this person before. Text messages is what I'm seeing, like back and forth, like text message debates type of thing. What they like the most about this connection is the Two of Swords. Libra energy. Some of you could possibly be dealing with another Libra. But what I feel with this Two of Swords is, the fact that for a while, this person got away with not being upfront, not feeling like they were put on spot by you. And I feel too that, I don't know, right now in this moment, whether it's because you're doing so well or because they think if they were to reach out, despite what their heart wants them to do, they kind of are feeling as if this silence between the two of you kind of has to take place. And I feel with this Two of Swords that they are in this right now, in this moment of really analyzing and reflecting what they want to change in their life that they didn't see before, that they didn't understand before, and how much this connection has impacted them moving forward, even if they think that they may not have another chance with you, or that you guys don't get something going again. They really are kind of reflecting on everything that they want to change about themselves so they could be happier people because of what they've learned from you. And I don't think, you're nosy, Libra. Maybe you kind of used to check in on their social media to see what they were doing, but you weren't going to make them do anything they didn't want to do. And I think that was something that they always appreciated about this connection with you. You don't put the pressure on. You put the ball in their court to see what they'll do with it. They didn't play it right, but at least you weren't obsessive, clingy, a bit more detached, which they liked. And again, I think that for a while, they did like how they could be unavailable in some way and have you at the same time. But that only lasted so long, right? What they don't like about this connection is the Star card. Aquarius energy. So, the Star card. For some of you, again, they don't like the fact that they still think about you, that they still feel in the back of their minds, in the heart of the Eight of Cups in reverse, that there's still something more that could have been between the two of you, that should be between the two of you. They don't like the fact that they're reminded of you, whether they see your name, they see your social media through their wall, their feed, or even certain things that remind them of you. I think with the Star card mainly, though, and which is what I pick up with a lot of love readings, is the uniqueness, the rarity of star energy. That they're afraid that they won't find anything as special, as deep, that they felt for you. And even if it was something they couldn't communicate, even if it was something they couldn't show, they definitely feel as if they had something very special with you. Highest hopes is the Sun card. Leo energy. So this could be two different things. For some of you, I feel as if, with the Eight of Cups and their highest of hopes, that you two will have something again, that you guys will meet under different circumstances once they've fully are ready and have gone through the process of change and transition that Spirit is trying to put them through right now, that they will be able to show you how much they've changed, how much they've grown, how much they've matured. Maybe for some of you, maturity was the whole issue here. And they want and hope to one day show you that, so you guys could be maybe building something new on a lot stronger of a surface, a more successful surface with the Sun card. But I feel for others of you, Libra, I do feel as if they wish you well. They generally do. If they hear that you succeeded in something, if they see you post a picture and you're looking really good, they are happy for you. Again, I think they do view you as someone that is a loving person, a caring person. And that's something that they'll always have respect for you for. But with the Sun card, hopefully they could, both of you, if you can't be together, you can move on successfully, happily. But I do think if they do view it that way, they'll always be thankful for the experience they had with you. And they'll always look back at it as something respectful, loving, exciting. Deepest fears is the Nine of Wands. Sagittarius energy. They're afraid that there's always going to be a wall up with you, that it would be awkward with you. If you were to run into each other at an event at a mutual friend's house or whatever the case is, that it would be weird, that they could tell that they hurt you to a point where you guys can't be cool with one another. You can't just talk it out with one another. That's what a lot of them are afraid of here with this Nine of Wands. But, you know, too, I feel as if they're afraid they're going to carry this guilt of what could have been with you, what should have been with you. That even for whatever reason they were unavailable to you, they won't complete their transition of growth. That spirit, their own spirit team is trying to implement in their lives to be happier, but they're always going to have that unavailability, that wall, that chip on their shoulder that makes them alone. And I do feel that a lot of them are afraid of being alone, and that they push everyone away to the point where a lot of people have given up on them. And so they're afraid of still remaining bitter, resentful of love and romance in general. And this would be a huge thing and reminder of what happens when you push everyone out and everyone away. Someone loves to wear their hair in a ponytail, whether that's just to tie it up out of their face or even like working out, I'm seeing. But anyway, Libra, to see the likely outcome of this, what is likely to happen by the end of the month? Will they reach out? Will they take their space? What is meant to happen for the two of you within this connection? We're going to go ahead and take this to Vimeo for the extended reading. I'm going to overturn this card here to show you the likely outcome of this situation and pull some more cards to dive deeper into this connection. So if you still have questions, we'll get those answered. If you'd like to join me for the extended reading, open up the description box and you'll find the link to Vimeo, which will take you to the extended reading. But if this is where I depart, Libra, I really hope that this reading has given you the clarity, insight, healing, guidance in regards to what you were trying to figure out about your love life at this time. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Libra, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Libra.